Honestly, I haven't seen that much thing. Well, I haven't seen that much old architects or things in England outside of London. I think I think the only exceptions I could give is that I saw also old castles during the medieval period. So, have you seen? Wait, have any of you been to England before? But have you seen any famous architects on the internet? Like, can you give an example?
I name the film.
Sorry?
Name the film. Name the internet.
No.
Name the places.
The places.
I see the a museum of skeletons.
Wait. Museum with skeletons.
Yes.
If museum by skeleton, do you mean National History Museum?
Yeah.
That with all the with all the extinct animals, and also the skeleton with dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also a really that's also a nice museum worth visiting. There's a lot of things to see in that museum.
And I see jewelry.
Jewelry.
A big jewelry.
But there's a third museum that's also worth visiting, and that's the Victoria and Albert Museum, which I think has a lot more things than the regular British Museum. Like, for example, there's a lot more samurai armor and swords. You know samurai?
Yeah.
These very famous ancient warriors from Japan.
Yeah.
According from what I have seen, in the Victoria and Albert Museum, there's a lot more samurai armor and swords than in the British Museum. But I think the samurai parts are the only things I can remember. The rest of it is kind of forgettable. Or probably aside from British history, I guess. I don't know. It's been quite a long time ago. So oh yes, at that time when I was in England for 3 years. I lived with my dad, stepmom, and a little brother, which I despised. But I had a fun and wonderful time being with my mother in England, and often visit new friends' houses and being dog sitters, which is a babysitter's, but instead of taking care of little children or toddlers or babies, taking care of dogs while the owner is away.